that on. Fabulous. Okay, cool. I think we're all ready to go. Good, good. So yeah, today I wanted us to focus on headstands and revisit them. Just making sure that we're chipping away at our practice and getting more and more confident with it as we do it. So let's just start with our normal warm-up. Can you hear okay with my window open? I realise it's quite loud. Is it still okay? Yeah, okay, I can see thumbs up. Let me know if it does get too loud, I can just shut it. But it's allowing a nice breeze, which is very welcome today. All right, my loves, let's start with 4 big deep breaths, taking it in through your nose, out through your mouth, lifting the arms up as we go. Number 1. Exhale, folding it forwards. Number 2. And release. Number 3. Letting it all go. And number 4. And let it out. Lovely. Stand yourself up. Pull the shoulders back, chest lifted, tummy nice and tight. And take yourself on one side to the other, just gently rocking and transferring your weight. Lovely. Hold yourself to one side, circle around the ankle. And then change direction. Perfect. Switch over to the other leg, circle round. And change direction. Perfect. Leg number 1, lifting it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it out to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kicking it out the back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Switching over to leg number 2, lifting it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it out to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it out the back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful stuff. Nice soft knees, rolling around the shoulders. Lovely. Take a little bit bigger lead in with the elbows. Beautiful. And then just the shoulders rolling forwards. Lovely. Forward swimming. Gorgeous. And let's reach our arms up, taking one arm forward, one arm back. Lovely. And change direction, another one back, other one forwards. Perfect. And letting it all go. Nice soft knees, wrap yourself around, feel a twist in the back, floppy arms, floppy fingers. Lovely. And taking yourself back to the front. Everything from hips down, stay still. And then we're just going to twist the upper body, keeping your hips square to the front. Beautiful. And then everything from from shoulders down, stay still. Just moving the head from left to right. And then taking it gently up and looking down to the floor. Up to the sky, down to the floor. Lovely. And then ear to shoulder, pulling the shoulders down, up and over to the other side. Up and over. Up and over. Perfect. Taking it from one side, rolling it around the front semicircle to the other side, and then gently easing it around that front side again. So we're just rolling around the front, stretching out all of the back, and just taking it in your own pace. Lovely. And then lifting the head up on top of the shoulders. Bring your arms out. Sorry, I've just got somebody else coming in. Lovely. Bringing the arms out. And then from here, we're going to bring the palms up towards me and just gentle little pushes. Hi, darling. Come and join us when you're ready. Just come in. Lovely. And then turn your palms to face the back of the room, pushing out. Perfect. And then palms up to the sky, pushing up. Lovely. And then palms to the floor, pushing down. Lovely. Good. From here, we're just going to do little circles forwards. So just little circles, rotating forwards. Lovely. Good stuff, guys. And then change direction, rotating it backwards. Beautiful. And then let's take the palms back forward, pushing it back inwards. And then turn them to the back of the room, pushing backwards. Lovely. And then pushing up to the sky, palms up. And then palms down, pushing down. Beautiful. Little circles forwards. Hopefully your arms are feeling quite warm now. Little circles back. Lovely. And then take the hands onto the shoulders, rolling it out. Good, lovely. And reverse. Whoop. Beautiful. And then giving it a good shake out. We're going to pull the shoulders up to the ears and then push them down. Lifting them up, pushing them down, lifting it up and down, and double time. Lovely. Bring the palms up to the sky, open out the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back, and then round, hollow the body, separating the shoulder blades. And open, and round, and open, and round, and open. And this time when we round, interlink the fingers, gently pull on the arms to separate the shoulder blades, and look down to the floor. Lovely. Let go of the hands, interlink the fingers at the back, pull the shoulders down to open up the chest, lift the arms up, feel the stretch coming into the front of the shoulders and down the biceps. And let's fold ourselves forward. Try and get your hands to come all the way up and over, trying to touch the floor in front of your head. Lovely. Let go of the hands, bend the knees, rolling it all the way back up. Lovely. Taking the hips from side to side. And from here, we're going to circle around the wrists, taking it all the way up to the top and down the middle. And then when you get to the bottom, change direction of the wrist, taking it back up, all the way up to the top and down the middle. Wonderful. Interlink the fingers, snaky, snaky, and reverse. Beautiful. Give them a little bit of a shake, reaching all the way forward. Hands come down, keep the hips going from side to side. And taking it back up again. Lovely. Bending the knees, pelvis tucks under, squeeze the tush, taking it back. Under and squeeze, taking it back. Under and squeeze, and then let's circle them hips round. Beautiful. And change direction of the way. Lovely. Reaching all the way up, fold yourself forward. Hands come down to the floor, feet nice and wide, and let's bend one leg, feeling the stretch down the inner thigh, and then taking it up and over to the other side. Lovely, up and over, up and over. Beautiful. Easing into the stretch, and then from here, taking it through the middle. If you wish to, you can take your hands off, keep that chest lifted and your hips nice and low, or keep your hands on the floor if that suits you and your body better today. Whatever works. Holding yourself to one side, and then from here we're going to flex up our front foot. Feel free to sit back if you wish to. So we're going to flex, then take it through demi, where the ankle is straight but the toes are lifted up. Then take it through full, so my whole foot is pointing. Then back through demi and flex. Okay, and then we're going to go demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex. Last one, demi, full, demi, flex. Perfect. Roll yourself around so we're in our lunge position, gently taking the hips up and down. Beautiful stuff. Push through that front leg, take yourself into a standing lunge. Find the balance, reach the hands up, pelvis tucks under, push down into the hips. Gorgeous. Reach all the way forward, chest glutes on, hands frame that front foot, drop that back knee down and untuck the toe at the back. From here, shuffle your front leg forward ever so slightly so that when you push it up straight, your hips come directly over your knee. So that leg stays out straight, your hips directly over. And then we're going to re-bend and then re-straighten 8 times. So let's go for 8. Re-bend, 7, re-bend, making sure that legs stay super straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lovely. Tuck the toe under at the back, push your hips up, keeping that back leg nice and straight. Keep your chest glued to your front leg, and we're going to try and straighten that front leg. Don't worry if it doesn't go fully straight. You're just going to take it as straight as possible and then rebend. Don't forget to flex up that front foot as well. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lovely. Lower the back knee down, straighten it out. Big deep breath in, fold yourself forward. Lovely. Feel a good old stretch, and then plant that foot down. Transition your weight through into your hips, into that low lunge position. Place one hand either side of that front leg, and let's circle around our hips. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. 2 hands come to the inside. Tuck your toe under at the back. Push your hips up. Open yourself out to the front and scoot yourself over to the other side. And then from here, if you wish to, you can sit back down or stay up on your haunches, whatever you prefer. And we're going to go from flex to demi to full to demi to flex. Good. Demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex. Last one. Demi, full, demi, flex. Perfect. Roll yourself round. So in our lunge position on the other side, gently taking the hips up and down. Lovely. Push through that front leg. Take yourself into your standing lunge. Find the balance. Reach the hands up. Pelvis tucks under. Push down into the hips. Lovely. Reach all the way forward. Chest glued on that front leg. Hands frame your front foot. Lower the back knee down. Untuck that front toe. And same as we did on the other side. Straighten yourself out. May have a little reshuffle. You might want to push your ankle forward to make sure that your hip's over your knee. And then we're going to rebend from there. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Tuck your toe under at the back. Lift it up. This time we're going to straighten the same leg, but I want you to try and keep your chest attached. So that might mean that you don't take it fully straight. That's okay. Don't forget to flex up the front foot as well. So we just take it as high as we can whilst keeping our chest attached, and then rebend. Are we ready? 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful stuff, guys. Drop down the back knee. Lift yourself up right. Straighten out your front foot. Flex up your front toes. Big deep breath in. Exhale, fold forwards. Lovely. Feel a beautiful stretch down the back of this leg. Then plant that foot down and transition your weight through into your low lunge. Place one hand either side of your front foot, and then let's circle the hips round. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. 2 hands come to the inside of your front foot. Bend your weight into your back knee, and then let your front leg join the back leg. So you're landing on all fours. Have a little shuffle. Make sure that your knees are underneath your hips and that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And from here, tuck the pelvis under. Round the back, separate the shoulder blades, but down between the legs. Lovely. And then starting from the pelvis goes out. Push through the lower back. Push through your shoulders, looking up to the sky. Lovely. Tucking it over, looking down, squeeze the pelvic floors, tummy button pulling up into the spine. And taking it the other way. Imagine your tailbones turning into the top of your head. Lovely. Rolling the rib cage round. Let's go. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Bring your knees together. Plonk yourself onto your butt. Roll yourself round. Prop yourself up onto your elbows. So we're kind of lying down, but prop myself up on elbows. And don't sink down into them. Really push your chest up so that you're activating your shoulders. So my elbows are directly underneath my shoulders, and I'm pushing up, like almost like and pushing my elbows into the floor, I guess. Lifting their legs up into the sky. We're going to do our little scissor kick. So just crossing the legs over, and then we're going to take it down as low as we can, hovering it across the floor, and then lifting it back up. Good. Taking it back down and back up. Lovely. Down. Back up. Good. Down and back up. And last time. Down and up. Perfect. Lovely. From here, I want you to, in fact, actually, I'm just going to grab my mat. You might want to grab a mat if you're needing an extra bit of comfort, or if your carpet is a bit itchy like it is for me. So making sure that your feet are on the floor, knees are coming up to the sky, and then you're going to gently lie yourself down. Okay, so we're lying ourselves down, and we're going to be working on prepping our dish position, which is key for our headstands, and pretty much any inversion, to be honest, and super good for your core. So what I want you to think about, first of all, is tilting your pelvis under, and by that, it will be pushing your lower back into the floor. So I really want to make sure that your lower back is pushing into the floor. I shouldn't be able to get my hand between my back and the floor, or your mat, or whatever's on the floor. Okay, so really tilting under. You can also tell that you're starting to engage your muscles by just above your pubic bone. There's a little triangular muscle, and that should feel activated. So give it a little push, it should feel nice and firm. So just above your bikini line, that's where it should be activated. Okay, from here, we're going to lift our shoulders and head off the floor and bring our arms down, fingers pointing towards our toes. Okay? And we should feel nice and activated in our tummy. And we're just going to hold it here to begin with. 4, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Relax it down. Hopefully you can start to feel your all your core muscles squeezing in and keeping nice and tight. We're going to do the same thing again. Let's just give it one more breath. Lovely. And let's get back into that position. Pelvis tucks under, head and shoulders lift up, hands come down. And then this time, if you would like to make it a little bit harder, we're going to lift our feet off the floor so that they're parallel with the floor. Okay, we're going to hold it here. 4, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax, taking it back down. Lovely. If you want to have a little stretch in between, then you can roll yourself over and just lift yourself up. Imagine that you're trying to get your chest to pull forward. So you're kind of like pulling on your arms, pulling your chest forward, and it should stretch out all of your tongue. Lovely. Fabulous. Okay, we're ready to go again. Make sure if that at any point your back starts to lift up off the floor, then bring it down the level. So either bringing your feet back to the floor or re-engaging, tilting that pelvis under again, starting right from the beginning. So always making sure that your lower back is pushing into the floor when you're in this position. Okay, are we ready? So pelvis goes under, head and shoulders up, hands come down, legs lift up. And then this time, we're going to be straightening one leg out, lifting it up, straightening the other leg out, lifting it back up. So we're just doing one leg at a time. Are we ready? Nice and slowly. For 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Relax it down. Lovely. Give you a little bit of a stretch. Maybe stretch it all out. Fabulous. Also, if you're noticing that your neck is starting to ache, You're welcome to move your hands from here to just cradle your head, because sometimes our neck can start to strain from like lifting it up for so long. And if your neck's starting to strain, it's because your muscles in your tummy are having to focus on trying to work that, and then see your neck kind of overworking instead. So feel free to avoid your neck overworking by kind of cradling your head. You're welcome to do that as well. Okay, I think I might do that next time. I can start to feel it in my neck. Okay, are you ready? Next one, pelvis tucks under, pushing the lower back in, lifting the head off. If you want to cradle your neck, if not, bring your hands down to the side. And this time we're going to take our legs out straight. If this feels too much and you start to peel off, then take it back to the level before, or the level before that, or the level before that. So whichever works best for you. Are we ready? Holding it out straight. 4, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, squeeze the pelvic floors, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Roll yourself over if you want a bit of a stretch. I know I always like a little bit of a stretch. Reaching up and out. Lovely. Good, good, good. One final one. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yay, good. Okay, so one final one. This time we've got the option, if you want to, take your arms above your head. Okay, but don't, well, that will make it a little bit harder. I'm going to give it a try, but then the moment, I'm not sure, I might bring my arms down halfway through. So if you do notice that you're starting to, that the back starts to peel off, bring the arms down, bring the legs in if you need to. So just making sure that the entire time, the main thing that's important is that your back is pushing into the floor. As we do this next one, I also want you to be really conscious of your pelvic floors and squeezing in your pelvic floors. Imagine, a lot of people when they're describing your pelvic floors, you imagine like you're holding in we. Okay, so kind of think of it like that. So your pelvic floors, just to help to, I quite like them visually, in between your hoo-hoo and your butt, there are two little muscles. That's why they kind of like line underneath. So they're right underneath, and that's what your pelvic floor is. There's two little strips of muscles. Okay, and that's what's squeezing. You can also do it, imagine if you are in a public place and you really need to fart, but you don't want to squeeze. That's also what you're squeezing, okay? So if that gives you a bit more of an idea, if you're like, oh God, what does it feel like to hold in your wee? That never really resonated with me, but holding in wee, holding in fart, anything to cause any release, basically, that's what we're squeezing the entire time. And the reason why that's really important is it helps to connect to all of the little muscles in our core underneath our abdominals, like our TVA. So that just really helps to get everything kind of contracting underneath our abs, which is what we really want. Okay, are we ready? So we're going to hold it in our position. So let's get set. Pelvis tucks under, squeeze the pelvic floors, lifting up, straightening the legs out, take them above your head if you wish to, holding it here. 4, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, keep breathing, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ooh, caught me planting the motion. Lovely work, super duper. Okay, let's roll ourselves around. And if you want to have a little bit of a stretch, feel free to stretch out your tum-tum. If you're all good, that's also fine. Okay, cool. So let's just do a little bit on our shoulders as well to prep our shoulders in our position. So what we're going to do is we're going to take ourselves into our forearm plank. And to begin with, we're going to have our palms down to the floor. I want to make sure that my elbows are directly underneath my shoulders. My palms are facing down to the floor, and then I'm going to step my legs out, okay? I want to make sure that my shoulders are pulling back. So I'm going to be squeezing my shoulders back and down by squeezing my lats. You know when we do our shoulders up, shoulders down? That's what I'm squeezing, but my hands are going to be in front. So I don't want my shoulders next to my ears. So I'm pulling them back and down. And tummy nice and tight, pelvis slightly under. So kind of similar feeling as our dish pose that we've just been in, pelvis under, squeezing the core, squeezing your pelvic floors, but with the arms out in front of us instead. Okay, are we ready? Holding it here for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, keep breathing, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Drop the knees down just for a second. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to demo it. So I'm going to put myself back into that kind of position, and then I'm going to rock forwards and rock back, and rock forwards and rock back. Okay, so we're just going to do that for a few moments. So getting back into that position, making sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders, squeezing the pelvic floor under, and let's go forwards and back. That's 1. Forwards and back. That's 2. Forwards and back. That's 3. Forwards and back. That's 4. Forwards and back. That's 5. Forwards and back. That's 6. Forwards and back. That's 7. Last one. And back. That's 8. Lovely. Fabulous. Really, really nice. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again. But instead of having our palms down to the floor, we're going to take our palms up to the sky. So basically this can help better engage your arms. So just to give you, as you're doing it, having a little visual for it, if you bring your palm down to the floor and hold onto your bicep, what you can feel like your muscle is there but perhaps not engaged. Whereas if you turn your palm up to the sky, you can start to feel your muscle engage already way more in your arm. So just by switching that position of your wrist, your muscle will kind of engage more in your biceps. So that's why we kind of practice it with the different positions, so that we can find the muscles that work best for us and see if we can find that new balance when we go into our headstands as well. So this is our little prep, ready for it. So holding it in our shoulder, elbow plank, palms up to the sky. Okay, so elbows come underneath the shoulders, palms come up to the sky, stepping it out, shoulders pulling back and down, squeezing the pelvic floor, pelvis is slightly under, holding it here for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Drop the knees down, have a little rest. Lovely. And then we're going to hold it again and do our rocks backwards and forwards. Are we ready? Rocking it back and forwards. 1. Good. That's 2. Forwards. Back. That's 3. Forwards. Back. That's 4. Forwards. Back. That's 5. Forwards. Back. That's 6. Forwards. Back. That's 7. Last one. Back. That's 8. Beautiful. Dropping the knees down and release. Fabulous stuff. Okay, so let's bring ourselves to a wall to begin with. If you wish to, you're welcome to grab like a mat or a cushion for extra padding, if you would like to. So to begin with, I'm just going to reshuffle my camera so that hopefully you can see more easily. La 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 la. Lovely. Hopefully that feels okay. Let me just shuffle it back slightly. Wonderful, good. Can you see okay? And let me, good, lovely. Thanks for the thumbs up. I'm just gonna, oh dear. I'm just crossing my wires here. Is that gonna reach? No, sorry. Sorry guys. I'm just trying to shuffle round so I can see you guys better, but that will have to do. Okay, so to begin with, what we're going to do, what I want you to do is bring your palms up to the sky to begin with. So pop your elbows down on the floor, bring your palms up to the sky, and I kind of want you to cradle your head. So I'm going to put my head down, and I'm kind of like cradling my head with my hands. Okay, so we're just trying it with a different method, bringing them palms up, and I quite like this one because then I feel a lot more engaged in my in my biceps. I'm going to be facing with my back to the wall to begin with, so that I can really work on my frame and my formation. So what I'm wanting to do is get my shoulders stacked on with my hips directly on top, and then eventually my feet as well, but we'll just work on that one by one. So to begin with, I'm going to have my palms down, my elbows down. Make sure my elbows are in. If my elbows are out, my shoulder can collapse down. So making sure my elbows are directly underneath my shoulders. Drop my head down, kind of cradling with my head. And then what I'm going to do is kind of push into my feet. And then I'm going to walk my feet up onto the wall, trying to get my hips over the top of my shoulders. In fact, I'm slightly too far out. Let me bring my back just slightly. Okay, so then I'm going to bring my feet up against the wall so that my butt comes over the top of my shoulders. And then if this feels okay, I can take one foot off and see if I can balance, see if I can take that other foot off the wall. I might not be able to, that's okay. And then I can switch, taking the other leg up, and then see if I can balance, taking the other foot off. But the wall is there ready for you the entire time. So just switching legs and feeling a little bit more confident, getting your hips over your shoulders. Let me come and have a little gander, see how you're getting on with that. Let me know if you've got any questions as well. Yes, Shalali.
Becky, what do you do with your hands? Because usually I do it on my head, so I'm trying to try out the squishy bit.
So what I'm basically doing is bringing my hands out like palms up, and I'm popping my head into my arms. So I'm like holding my head like so. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm kind of like cradling my head with my hands. My elbows are still in underneath my shoulders. And it just playing around with these different arm positions can really help to work out. You might find a new balance that you're like, oh, I really like this one. This works really well for me. Whereas the other ones, perhaps, you know, you were struggling with, for example. Lovely, great positioning. And lovely, Christella, as well. I've just been looking at yours. Lovely. Shalali, take your leg directly up. So when you're keeping that top leg straight, keep it up straight. Lovely, Magdalena. That looks gorgeous. Really nice. Lovely, Joe. Bring your pelvis slightly under, Joe. You're starting to bend your back ever so slightly. Good. Look at this, Magdalena. She's up. She's looking perfect. She's balancing. Oh, that looks exceptional. Oh, you look like you can hold it forever. Well done, you. That is amazing stuff. Fantastic work. Really, really nice. Okay, let's try this one more time, but this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift up my hand positioning. So instead of having my hands up to the sky, I'm going to bring my palms down to the floor and just rest my head either on the floor in between the triangle that is of my arms, or on my squishy bit on my forearm. So let me just give you a little demo if you want to see it. If not, feel free to get practicing. But bring my hands down. So palms down this time, elbows in, head comes down, feet go up, and then bringing one leg up and switch, one leg up and switch. So you're just trying out that new positioning with palms down and seeing how it feels. Now for me, I actually prefer palms up to palms down. I feel way more engaged, but you might find that actually that works well for you. Nice. Lovely, Joe, that frame is looking really nice. Lovely, solid. Nice, Shalali. Nice, Magdalena. Good, good. Lovely. When you come down for this, from whatever you're doing now, I want you to just give me either a finger up for you prefer the first one, or 2 fingers up if you prefer the second one. So if you prefer palms up, put up 1 finger. If you prefer palms down, put up 2 fingers. Nice, yeah. 1, 1. Oh, you prefer number 3. Jo, that's ambiguous. Is it that you like both?
It's that actually I kind of like that one.
Ah, bring them together.
Yeah, I always find that one is, I really like this one, but I just don't find either of these as comfortable for my big old head than this one. I find this one a lot more stable.
Yeah. I think that is more than fair. Okay, cool. In which case, we really ought to do it. It's due time. Let's bring our palms together. So instead of having palms down or palms up, we're going to do palms in. Now you have the choice of pushing your forearms in, planting your head in the middle or on your squishy bit. Or one of my favorites is making a fist with one hand and wrapping my hand round the other. Now, if that the other thing that you can do is interlink your fingers. I personally don't like my interlinking fingers. It's mainly because I've got quite chunky knuckles and then it starts to irritate and just feel a bit uncomfortable. But you might have lovely slender fingers and feel fine. So whatever works for you. But I normally do fist with one, wrap my hand around the other. I like to place my head on my squishy part of my forearms, but you can also drop it through the middle if you prefer. The elbows in, head goes down, and then tucking your feet up. And then lifting one leg, see if that feels okay to balance, take that foot up and switch over to the other side. And if it does feel okay, feel free to practice taking 2 ones up. Make sure you squeeze your butt cheek, pelvis is slightly under, squeezing my toes together at the top and then taking it down nice and gently. The entire time, you know that you've got the wall back to go lean back onto. If you feel like you're going to roll forward, bring your chin to chest and you basically can roll it out. If you're worried about that, maybe if you've got a mat, that's ideal. If you've got cushioning, you can always bring some cushioning. So I might put my mat out there so that if I want to fall out of it, I can roll out of it. So I'll just show you how to get out of it if you're like, oh God, I'm going over. I'm just going to tuck my chin to chest and forward roll out of it. So let me just demo that. So I'm up, I'm here, and I'm like, oh no, I've gone too far. Chin to chest and roll it down. Okay, so that's your exit strategy if you come to that, if you need it. The only thing is it just ruffles up your hair basically, but chin to chest, round the back, roll yourself out. So just trying with the thumbs up this time. Yes, really nice. Lovely, Christella. Lovely, Jo. Nice. Lovely. Everyone's looking super strong in this pose. Lovely. Keeping that core nice and tense, pelvis slightly under there, Shalali. Don't arch back out. Yes, good. Perfect. Good. Look at that balance. Fabulous. Lovely, Christella. I can't tell. I think you've got 2 legs up there, but I can't see all of your legs. Was that 2 legs up? Not quite. Not quite. I was getting ahead of myself. But that was look. I can track your shadows basically, whether you've got 1 leg up or the other leg up.
No, not yet, because I'm trying to like put 1 leg up and then I'm just trying to slowly creep the other one up. I'm just like, oh crap.
That's good. That's good. As long as you've got 1 leg up, it's then just transferring so that less weight is in the wall. And then once you've got that, even if you've got 1 leg out and 1 leg up, you're balancing. You're on your head balancing. That's incredible. And then we start thinking about taking it to the next level and lifting it up. But the fact that if you can take your foot off the wall and balance is amazing. Like that's super, super good. Lovely. Okay, how am I doing for time? Fabulous, perfect timing. Okay, next arm positioning. So I'm going to do a tripod one this time. So this is where we're going to have my head down on the floor. You might want to get a cushion for this because I personally don't like putting as much weight on my head. So pop some cushioning down and we're going to make a tripod. So my head goes down and then my hands go down. Now we're going to try this with 2 positionings of the hands. One with the fingers facing in towards your head and then the second one when your fingers are facing out away from your head. Me personally, I prefer my fingers facing away, but have a little play with it and see what feels good for you and see where you find the right balance. If you are struggling with your headstands and you don't like that feeling of putting all your weight in your head, then feel free to continue with one of the forearm ones that we have been practicing in the previous ones, because then that can really help make you feel more secure, because your shoulders are much more kind of protecting you and your forearms are there ready for you. Put more weight and more stability in your forearms, so that can give you that confidence that you feel a little bit more comfortable. But let's try the little tripod headstand if you are feeling up for it. So I've got my nice cushion position, and then what I'm going to do is, hopefully you can still see this, my hands are going to come down to the floor, my head comes down to the floor, and I'm right on the top of my head. So I'm not on my forehead, I'm not bringing my chin to my chest. Imagine I've got a big orange and I'm putting that underneath my chin. So my chin is, my neck is staying nice and straight, my chin is at a right angle to the floor, or parallel with the floor. So I'm not down and I'm not up, okay? So my hands come down, head comes down perfectly on the top. Pushing with my hands, and then taking my feet up. Okay, so to begin with, I'm bringing my fingers in, and then taking one leg up. See if I can maybe take the other leg up, if that feels okay. If not, just using that wall, and then maybe switching the legs. Okay, and once you've done that once, switch your hands round to the other direction and see how that feels. And then bringing it, walking it back down. Woo! So we're just practicing fingers in towards your head, or fingers away from your head. Let me come and have a little look-see. Cushions in. Oh, look at that balance, Christella. Yes, darling. Fabulous. That was amazing. Well done, you. Really nice, Shalali, as well. That's looking good. Oh, Joe. Boom. Oh, really nice, Magdalena. Nice. Oh, everyone's looking fantastic in this one. Getting the balance there. Lovely. And then if you're trying it again, try the switching of the positioning with the hands. Try and swing the hands so that your fingers face away. See if that makes a difference for you. See if I feel like I can push on my hands a little bit more and get that balance a little bit more that way. But that's my personal preference. You might find that it works better for you with your fingers facing in. Just playing around so that you have the option and you can build up the balance in both of the positions so you have more choice. Lovely. Oh, looking so good. Really, really, really nice. Okay, good. Final little one. So if you're just finished the last one that you're on, if you're on it now, and then come down, I'm going to do that the next little thing that we're wanting to do. So now what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go right up against the wall. So instead of having my back to the wall, I'm going to face the wall instead. Okay, I'm going to bring my little cushion towards me, and I want you to do this on whichever way you prefer. Maybe switch it up, maybe try palms down, palms up, palms in, hands out, hands down. Try any of the different arm positionings. You can try your favorite, you can try your least favorite. Start playing around with them so that you have access to trying loads of different ones and the options, so that you can then choose to have a headstand in this one, a headstand in that style, and kind of have a little bit more choice. I think I'm going to do my palms up today. So I'm going to bring my head down, and what I want you to do is when you're here, tuck your toes under, push your butt up, walk your feet in, and then I want you to do a little jump. So just jumping off your feet, and then take your knees out wide, okay? So jumping up, taking your feet out wide. Then when you're up there, see if you can get that balance. So you might grab, so I'm going to do a little bunny hop, take my feet out wide. Now I might feel okay like this, or I might hit the wall. If I've got the wall, that's absolutely fine. If you do hit the wall, try popping your feet on the wall and see if you can push your butt away. Keeping your knees out wide, you'll find it easier to balance. and then see if you can find that balance, keeping that pelvis slightly under. So I don't want to be arching back. I want that pelvis slightly under, and maybe bring my toes together, or bring my feet in the sky, or maybe see if I can take my legs out straight. Maybe that feels more comfortable. If it feels comfortable and you've got your balance, then what I want you to do is tilt your pelvis down and then back up. Tilt your pelvis down and back up. Okay, so we're just having a little bit of a wriggle and then come back down. Okay, so if you do feel comfortable in your balance, then the next stage is tilting the pelvis under, taking the pelvis back, taking the pelvis under, taking the pelvis back. This is where you're going to be using your core muscles even more, because you're using momentum and you're sorry, not using momentum, you're moving whilst in your balance. But that's if you've got your balance. So first do a little bunny hop up, knees wide, see if you can grab your balance, butt against the wall if it needs to, and then try and peel yourself off the wall. Once you've got your balance and you feel cool, try rocking your pelvis backwards and forwards. Let me know if that doesn't make sense. Yes, darling.
Is this recommended for the forearm positions or tripod or either?
Any. Pick your one. Pick your choice. Up to you. Lovely. Yes. Perfect, Magdalena. That looks wonderful. And as well, Christella, I know you've just come down from yours, but that was looking really solid when you were up. Yes, beautiful. Legs out straight for you, Magdalena, looking good. And then you're just going to try and practice tilting forward, tilting back. Yes, Shalali. Nice, good. Oh, she's so close. She's so close. Breathe it, shake it out. Try a different, if you're finding yourself you can't get that balance, maybe try the different hand positions. See if you found the balance in another position more easy. Yes, Jo, wonderful, darling. Look at this, she's legs out, she's legs under, she's legs out, she's doing little waves. Really nice. Yes, Shalali. Oh, she's got that balance. She's so close. Nice, good, yes, beautiful stuff. Hi, Paulina. Lovely. Oh, good, really nice from everyone. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Good. Magdalena, I feel like that was slightly unfair because you felt you could have held that for longer if it wasn't for someone ducking underneath your legs. Really, really nice. Beautiful stuff there, Christella. Lovely balancing, Shalali. Look at you go. Whoop, whoop. She can hold it forever. Legs coming out. Lovely. Really nice from everyone there. I'm going to do our final one. And what I want you to think about is whether you want to do it against the wall, or maybe you want to try and have a little practice and do it further away from the wall. If you're not ready for that yet, that's okay. But if you are starting to feel like you can get that balance, then you're welcome to either do bringing yourself further away from the wall. Now, what I'm going to do what I like to do to help get my balance is, instead of doing a little jump, I actually step my legs up one at a time. So it's nice and controlled, and I'm just gently bringing my legs up. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to pick my hand position. I think I'll do my hands like this today. So sometimes I quite like it when I bring my palms together, like I'm holding my own hand. This gives me moral support. Elbows underneath my shoulders, head comes down. Wait there, my hair's in the way. So let me just shuffle that out of the way. Okay, cool. In fact, let me just move that out. Okay. So head comes down, and then what I'm going to do is chuck my butt under, try and get my my hips over the top of my head. Then from here, bringing up one leg and then gently lifting up the other. So it's no momentum, I'm just lifting one then the other. And then if that feels okay, I can get that balance. Then I maybe take it so that gently, 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 I bring my knees out wide and my toes together. So this tends to be a nice balancing position for everyone. Then you can then experiment taking your legs out straight, or then practice taking them up, okay? Or you might find bringing one leg forward and one leg up is where you can get that balance, or maybe like a nice split position. Okay, and then gently bringing it down. So what I want you to think about is, if you're doing it against, without having something, a wall nearby, I want you to think about it as almost like gently stepping into it. So it's not a jump, you're not using momentum, you're just lifting one leg. In fact, actually, the split position is quite nice. So I'm just going to demo that one more time. So hands come down, lifting myself up, try and get my butt over my head, lifting one leg, lifting the other. So it's no jump, it's just the other way, and then maybe taking them into a kind of one leg forward, one leg back. And that really does help to keep that balance a little bit more easily. And then bring it back down. So maybe knees bent, knees straight, try that little step up. But this is your final one. So if you don't want to do it against the wall, if you don't want to do it against, like in the middle of the floor, then feel free to do it against the wall again. Like, that's absolutely fine. It's just wherever you feel is the best place for you. But I'm looking at your ones so far and I'm thinking you're looking great. So I just think you should try it if you want to, away from the wall. So just think about just gently stepping up. Yes, Joe, beautiful balancing there. Good, good. Oh, Magdalena, look at you go. So solid, so balanced. Oh, you just look so serene. It's beautiful. Yes, Christella, you were there, you were just teetering before taking your toe off, but that was looking beautiful. Oh, Shalali, this is beautiful, darling. I'm so proud of your journey and your progress. Balancing without a wall. Woo! And you, Joe, look at that split. Boom! Be careful not to do any erratic movements. I know that you went from a split to a straddle really quickly then. That's when you'll lose your balance. If you're wanting to move positions, like imagine you're moving your legs through some really viscous honey so that it helps to, your muscles there won't be any big shocks in change. I know that sometimes we try and balance and we move quickly, but whilst you're in the positions, practice moving your legs around, or even if you've got one leg forward, one leg back, just practice moving them slightly, but really slowly, like they're moving through honey, to help with that practice, getting them balancing. Oh, look at you get up, so controlled now. Oh, really nice. I'm so chuffed with everyone's progress on this. Yes, Christella, she's off the wall. She's done it. She's balancing. Beautiful stuff, Shalali. That didn't go unnoticed either. That was really lovely. Solid, holding it upside down forever. Really, really good, guys. I'm so chuffed with all your progress, and it's just beautiful to see you balancing upside down, conquering the world one headstand at a time. It's fabulous, and some great hairstyles as well. Now we unleash the locks and it fills up the whole screen. Yes, I'm talking to you, Shalali. It's wonderful. I am very envious of your hair. Right, my lovely, beautiful people, I'm really proud of your sessions today. I'm going to switch off the recording, and then I'll come and chat with you guys and see if you've got any questions. But for those watching it on the recording, then I hope you've really improved, feel really confident and feel really good about your headstands. Do send in pictures. I always love to see how you're doing, and if you've got any tips, or if you've got want any more tips, then do give me drop me a text and message. So goodbye to people recording. I will come and see the people live in a second and check in with you guys, but goodbye to recording people. I will catch up with you guys soon. Now, where do I go to stop it? There we go.